Hello from Arlington, Texas. We're live inside Globe Life Field, an AL West matchup on the show. It's the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the mound for Texas in this one, Dane Dunning.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
So just about set now. Here's the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
The left fielder, Yordan.
The wind of the pitch.
Alvarez.
And first offering is fouled off.
First pitch, 7:05.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And a 1-2.
2-2.
And now it's filled up. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now 1 away. Michael Brantley up next for the Astros. Had the day off yesterday. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
The 1-0. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
One down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. No score, just getting started, top of the first. On the ground, right side, and that squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
And now it's going to be Diego Corona. First offering misses the mark.
1-0.
Brantley at first, one gone. Brantley goes. Now this one is smoked down the left field line. On its way, if it's fair, out of here. He'll touch them all. Homer number 25 of the year. It's 2-0.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And now here is number 30. First pitch, and he just misses. And the 1-0. Fought off foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one close, ruled a ball. And a count 2-1. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Righty to the plate. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
The center fielder.
Runner on at first with one gone. Gary Cox digs in now. In there, and it's 0-1. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's the ball. Throw to second, and great jump. 1 out and a runner at second. And a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Got him looking. And there's 2 away.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Number 12 up next for the Astros. In there for strike 1.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Next offering in the dirt. And a count even 1-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch is in the dirt. And it's 2-1. Ripped towards third, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And they're up by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Good contact guy, good defender. First pitch, not close.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Runner on the goal. Pitch is low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
And a pitch. This ball's chopped on the ground. Grabs it barehanded. Throw to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Astros 3 and the Rangers nothing. Bottom of the first. Our starter in this one, number 23. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Bottom of the first, and now the DH, Andy Ibanez. And that one is in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone. Here's Nick Solak.
Batting second, the left fielder, Nick Solak.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. That one not close, and it's 1-2. And now the lefty, and a foul ball. He stays alive. The next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2.
2-2.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And here's Corey Seeger to hit. That smash towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They trail it here 3-0. Top of the second, and now it's Alex Bregman.
Lead off to the Astros, the third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Dunning back to work. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
Now the 0-1. Slider clips the zone. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be, because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Here's a 1-2. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Whips it across, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Gurriel.
Here's Gurriel. Gurriel having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and deals. And there's a ball. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch. Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
The pitch. Breaking ball, and that got him.
No, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The 1-0.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
The next pitch misses. 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and there's 2 down.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
And down on strikes he goes. That ends the frame. One left for Houston, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's Marcus Simeone. The Rangers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Here comes a pitch. Out towards left center. Cox settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Charlie.
This is Charlie Culberson to hit. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake. One guy that was really great once the count got to 2 strikes, Miguel Cabrera.
Next one misses. Yeah, the count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The pitch. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Already 3 strikeouts here in the early part of this start, so I think the guys further down in this lineup might need to take notice, take some notes, share some information. Got to bring a better plan to the plate, or else it's going to be a really difficult game. Disrupt this pitcher, do something to get him out of his rhythm.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. Swings through that one. 0-1. The 0-1. And ball 1. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch inside. 3 balls and a strike. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Two outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back. Top half of the 3rd inning. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Diego Corona.
The catcher, Diego Corona.
Dunning back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. And that's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That one misses. Ball 1. The pitch. That misses. And it's 2-2. Next offering way off the plate. And a pitch. Hit hard. That gets through.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Number 30 up next for the Astros. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to second for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
The center fielder,
Now it's the power speed combo. Gary Cox. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's in there for strike 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
One ball, 1 strike.
Throw over to first, and he's back in safely. Number 30, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is in for a strike. One and 2 here. Stays alive. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 2-2.
Got a full count.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Bare hands it. Tough play to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know? Yeah, no question.
And next to hit for Houston, number 12. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
At the belt and fires. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. The throw to third. And he's in safely at third. And a run comes in to score.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Move to first. And he's back in there. Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Next one is off the plate. And the count is 2-0. The pitch. Swing and a little roller right side. And he grabs it foul. The 2-1. Sliced hard but foul. And the pitch. On the ground, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Astros 4 and the Rangers nothing. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. His home and away splits there.
For the Rangers, the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
The wide to kick the pitch.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Here's a 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Left-hand hitter waits. And now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a 3-2. Right through there, got him. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and the pitcher just won the battle.
And now the center fielder, Adolis Garcia. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Here's the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And the 0-2. Now he breaks his bat. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Cole Calhoun. First offering misses the mark. Kicks and fires. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Andy Ibanez stepping in for the Rangers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And now the lefty.
Ball.
Calhoun off of first with 2 away. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
And now it's even up.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
And a swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
The right-hander back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
0-1 down. And downstairs.
That's a ball. 1-1.
And the righty deals. That one drifts inside. The 2-1. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. And he gets Bregman. 1 away. Now it's Yuli Gurriel.
Number 10, designated hitter,
And the first pitch misses for ball one. And the right-hander deals.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Righty delivers. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground right side. He'll do it himself. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan Alvarez.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Lifted in the air, right center field. Garcia should have this one. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Astros are down quietly, but they lead it 4-0. Welcome back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Nick Solak.
Left fielder, Nick Solak.
Here comes a pitch. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. And that misses off the outside edge.
1-1.
And a pitch. Strike on the inside corner. The punch out there. Now 1 away.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So next to hit for Texas, Corey Seeger. 0 for 1 so far. In there, and it's 0-1. And here it comes. That's out to center field. And a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Marcus.
2 outs, base is empty. Here is Marcus Simeone. In there for strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Nope. Ball.
Next pitch downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. Nicely done for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the right fielder, Michael Brantley.
The right fielder, Michael Brantley.
And he deals. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Yo 1. Tap back to the mound. And they get Brantley for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Diego Corona.
Diego Corona up next for the Astros. On the ground to third. Over to Lowe. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do. This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Number 30 stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The wind and the pitch. And another ball.
No strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Bounced out to short. Zips it to first. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They lead 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Charlie Culberson.
Leading up for the Rangers, the third baseman, Charlie.
The pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And the lefty with the 0-1. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
1-2 now. Stays alive. Next pitch is inside. The count now 2-2.
2-2's the count.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And down on strikes. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And here's the catcher, Mitch Garver. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Just off the inside edge.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
The next offering misses. 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Next up for Texas, Nathaniel Lowe. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That's in there for strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Fouled off left side. 0-2 now. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Man at first, and here is Adolis Garcia. First offering misses the mark. Kicks and deals. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Garver leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So now 1-2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Two outs. Got him. Out number 3. Rangers leave 1. They're down 4-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Colby Allard. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Top of the 6th inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Gary Cox. The pitch. Ball 1 there. And the pitch. This one in the air, center field. Garcia under it. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 12.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 12. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Garrett Richards getting ready to go. Fouled off down the right side. The pitch. That to right. And it stays fair. The throw into second, but he's in there easily.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
Jose Altuve getting ready to hit. In the dirt. In there safely. The lefty, the 1-0. There's a strike.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Alex Bregman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base knock center field. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that thing and get it back in, because he's going to come barrel around first. He's going to put pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, he's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Yuli Gurriel comes up to hit. And the first offering is not close. Runner leads away at second.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Runner at second, 2 down. That one ripped. That's back there. And that one's gone. Yuli Gurriel comes through, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
Look at that pure reaction. Fastball up and in. Not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex, he didn't have time to get long with this swing.
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Garrett Richards. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Yordan Alvarez.
The left fielder, number 4.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Alvarez.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 7-0. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
For the Rangers.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
There's a strike. And the pitch.
That missed. That's the ball.
And now
That's
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Left-hand hitter waits. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 1 down.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Stepping in, Andy Ibanez. In the air, right field. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Nick.
Next to hit, Nick Solak, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch just misses.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And he takes a strike. The wind of the pitch. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Altuve makes the catch, and that'll do it. And the Rangers set down in order. Not going their way. It's 7-0. And welcome back. Top of inning number 7. Michael Brantley to start things off.
The right fielder, Michael Brantley.
Here comes a pitch. That's in for a strike.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
The wind to kick the pitch. Gets under and pops it up. And there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher, Diego Corona.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Diego Corona. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
And the 0-1.
That's a ball. Outside.
And now 2-1 after that missed inside. The wind of the pitch. In the air, left side. Solak drifts towards it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Number 30.
2 outs, base is empty. And now number 30. That one's in there, 0-1.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
0-1 now. And that one missing low.
1-1.
Right-handed reliever. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Next one misses. It's 2-2.
2-2.
Ripped on a line to center. And base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
Swing and a ball popped up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So the Astros lead 1, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Bottom of the 7th, so now it's Corey Seeger.
Leading off for the Rangers, the shortstop, Corey Seeger.
The pitch. In for a strike, and that's strike 1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
And he chases that one. So he's gotten deep into this game. And at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue.
Second baseman, Marcus Simeone.
Up next for the Rangers, Marcus Simeone. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. Ball to strike. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. And now the lefty swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now 2 gone.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Now here is Charlie Culberson. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at the ballpark, stepping in, the slugging shortstop, number 12.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power. And a pitch. Just off the outside edge.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
And it's even up. Kicks and fires. Hit hard but foul off to the left. The 1-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros.
Jose Altuve.
First offering, and it just misses. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
And the righty deals. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Garcia moving back for this one. Out number 2.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman. First pitch, not close. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball there. The 1-1 is upstairs. And the count 2-1. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Righty delivers.
Full count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. And he gets Bregman. And that is that. Astros go down 1-2-3. And they hold a 7-0 lead. Welcome back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Mitch Garver.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
And a pitch. And that skips in the dirt. The wind and the pitch. And he chases a high fastball there.
1-1.
The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. That hits the dirt, and it's 2-1. And here it comes. That's inside.
1 strike.
The 3-1. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Altuve right there to make the grab. 1 away.
Up next for the Rangers, the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And that one fouled off. The 0-1.
And he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Next offering is downstairs.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Adolis Garcia stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The 1-0. In the air, right field. Brantley sizing this one up. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. Throw, and it gets away. Cole Calhoun stepping in for the Rangers.
Now batting, the right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Garcia at second with 2 down. And now the count is even. Man at second. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Corona makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1 left for Texas. They continue to trail 7-0. Josh Sborz taking over on the mound, and we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And welcome back. We go to the 9th. Now it's the DH, Yuli Gurriel. The pitch. Good eye right there. And the 1-0. Gurriel gets a piece. And he deals. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Calhoun makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan Alvarez.
So next up for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
Righty to the plate. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Brantley. Out of line, out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Diego.
And stepping in for the Astros, Diego Corona. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground to third. Over to first. And that is that. One left for Houston, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Bottom of the ninth, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Andy Ibanez.
The designated hitter.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
First pitch, and he just misses. The lefty, the 1-0. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And the batter now, Nick Solak, for the fourth time tonight.
Now batting, left fielder, Nick.
First offering, misses the mark.
One ball, no strike.
The 1-0. That one missing inside.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The next pitch misses, and now 3-0.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
3-0 down. There's a strike. Nobody on, nobody out here in the last half of inning number 9. Ripped on a line, brings it in, and there's one down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seeger.
Now it's Corey Seeger.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
In there, and it's 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. And now 1-2. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Simeone stands in now and watches strike 1. Down and in, moved his feet. And a count 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Down to their final strike. That one fouled off. Next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2.
2-2.
Two now. Simeone waits.
Count is full.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this guy was dominant all game long. He had the stamina, and he was efficient with his pitches, getting all the way through this one for a complete game. He gave up 1 run, but when you look at it, an excellent performance. And more importantly, his team got the win.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rangers, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Globe Life Park, 48,114. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.